Hey guys, it's Elias. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new and you like car stuff, be sure to hit that button below to subscribe. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about my BMW 335D. Now it has nearly 100,000 miles. It's almost there. So there are a number of things that I have to go and take care of on the BMW 335D. So some of these problems are very common problems to the BMW E90 chassis. Some of them are common problems to the diesel engine. And some of these are just a problem for cars with high performance tires and wheels. So let's go over everything I need to do, and I hope you enjoy the video. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's start with the outside of the car, and from far away the car looks really good, considering the car has almost 100,000 miles on it. And this is a 2011 335D, so it's not quite that old, but there are a few imperfections if you get closer. So let's go ahead and take a look. Getting close to the front bumper here, you'll see it's got a few scratches and nicks, and that's because I've been driving this around New York City quite a lot. I've also, unfortunately, had to use the front of this bumper to push my Honda Prelude out of a busy New York City intersection, and I caused a little bit of nicks and scratches that I don't like to see. Now the good news is that I'm going to be using that as an excuse to, at one point, replace the whole front bumper with an M3 front bumper. What do you guys think about that? So we'll have an M3 front bumper with the M3 fog lights. I think it'll look really good. Moving on to the side here, and again the car looks really good. A little bit dirty because of course it hasn't been washed in a very long time. But if we get closer, I'll show you guys a very big problem. And that's back here at the rear wheel. If you guys remember in my previous videos of this car, unfortunately this wheel right here got cracked. So I went to get it fixed, but they told me that unfortunately that fix may or may not be permanent. It's really difficult to weld this type of metal. It's like an alloy, aluminum alloy that's not fully aluminum, it's not fully steel. So they told me that I should look into possibly replacing these wheels at some point, and unfortunately a small but noticeable leak has developed from hitting a whole ton of bumps and scraping the wheels and just driving this car as a daily driver. And if you notice, it's a very low profile tire, so there's not much protection there. So I will be replacing these wheels very soon. They're actually on their way. I've ordered them, and they should be home actually pretty soon. So I'll be replacing these wheels and getting some fresh wheels on this car, and so that's really good news. Now taking a look here at the passenger front wheel and tire, we'll see that while it looks pretty good tread-wise, it's pretty much out of round, and what that means that the tire itself is not held together too well, and it's on its way out. These are the Barum. That's the brand of the tire, obviously not a very well-known brand. And after all the scrapes and bumps and potholes that it's hit, it's no longer driving as well as it should. Full review coming on these, as I still have them on this car. They will be replaced very soon with other all-season tires, as this car is used as a daily driver. But I want to also take a look here. More scrapes and bumps. It just hasn't been very good for these low profile tires and wheels, and it's something that will be replaced very soon. Now coming to the rear of the car, again things look really good, but I think if I do the M3 front bumper on this car, I'm gonna have to do the M3 front rear bumper to kind of complete the overall look. I do like the way the exhaust sounds. Let's take a closer listen to that exhaust. So that's the exterior of the car. There's some changes visually and performance-wise that are gonna come to it. Let's go and open the hood and show you guys what else needs to be worked on. Before I open the hood, I also Once I change the bumper, I will get black kidney grills to complete the look. There's this beautiful inline 6 3-liter twin turbo engine. Turbos are on this side. And the main two things I have to worry about are, of course, the harmonic balancer, which is right there, spinning. You can see it's already a little bit off balanced. What that means is that it needs to be replaced very soon. That goes bad and it won't run your accessory belts. Now the problem, if it's not running your accessory belts, you lose power steering and you lose your alternator, so your car will leave you stranded. Now that's a very expensive part. It's $400, $500 plus labor to replace, so I'm thinking around $1,000 because there's a specialized tools needed and other things that you're going to need to replace that. So besides that harmonic balancer needed to get done ASAP, there's also a swirl flap delete kit that I need to do. It lives under here. It's not too urgent, but it's something that's recommended because if it goes bad, it will destroy the engine. Not that it goes bad often, but if it ever does, it could be a big issue. I'll be changing the engine oil as well. I've already changed the transmission oil. I'm good for another about 60 to 70,000 miles. So let's move on to the next few things. Right here behind the engine bay, you'll see, well, I'm going to take this cover off here. This is where the brake fluid lives. And while it looks okay, it looks nice and clear, it's already pretty old, and I'm going to be changing this for some fresh brake fluid, and I'll be bleeding the brakes as well. Videos, of course, to come on that. And while I'm at it, I'm going to change the cabin filter as well as the intake filter over there. I might get a K&N drop-in filter to help out, and we'll see how that works. But then we're also going to be changing the cabin filter for those that are allergic to pollen like I am. It helps with those spring days. All right, almost done. Let's head to the interior and take a look at what else we need to do. So finally we're in the interior here, and honestly this is one of my favorite car interiors. It's a little bit tight, but I actually like that. It's a really good driving position, and it is Jane's car, so she keeps it pretty clean and does pretty good to keep it free of clutter. Everything you see here is mine, of course. So what needs to get done here? Well, there's a recall for this car that has to do with the vents, and more specifically with the fan in there. It can get corroded, may cause a fire, but BMW doesn't know how to actually fix it properly, so I'm kind of waiting to see what they do with that recall and the fix, but that will be getting done very soon. And then finally, I don't know what happened here. Jane spilled something in here, or something happened here where it smells not so great. We've tried baking soda, vinegar, all that good stuff. We even put a new carpet down there, but it still kind of smells funky in here if you don't ventilate the car quite regularly. So I will show you guys how to permanently fix nasty smelling car interiors, from smoke to anything else. There's a really good and easy way to get this done, and it's actually really cheap. So look out for that video very soon. Alright guys, so that about does it for the things I need to do, the things that are wrong with the 335D. For a used BMW with 100,000 miles and very complex systems, it's actually not a lot. It is a little bit up there in the cost wise. I'm thinking about between $2,000 and $3,000 to get everything done, including the bumpers and the paint and all that good stuff. But we'll do that slowly so it won't hit me in the pocketbook too hard. So there you have it, guys. If you have any questions, as always, put them down below, and look forward to those videos. I look forward to making them, of course, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.